Mark Waters' Mean Girls is the pinnacle of teenage satire. It raises issues of boyfriends, social hierarchy, and judgment from your peer group. However, indisputably the biggest youth-based issue in Mean Girls is cliques. The story itself is not excessively complicated, yet it works better from scene to scene than as an entity, making room for the witty one-liners and the comical aspect that runs throughout the entire film.
Oh, it's like slang from England. So if you're from Africa, why are you white? Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
After reluctantly joining the clique known as the Plastics, 16-year-old Katie Heron, who has previously only been homeschooled in Africa, is more submerged in the stereotypical teen culture than she could have hoped for. Katie's obvious innocence at the beginning of the film is endearing, yet the director Mark Waters has placed humour in the fact that her parents are treating her with so much care at 16 years of age, instantly contrasting from cliched American childhoods, which are shown as Katie walks into the school.
Do you remember your phone number? I wrote it down for you just in case. Put it in your pocket. I don't want you to lose it. Okay? You ready?
I think so.
Janice Ian presents herself as a slightly gothic critic who acts as Katie's guide through high school, promptly naming all the cliques in the lunchroom.
Freshmen, ROTC guys, preps, JV jocks, Asian nerds, cool Asians, varsity jocks, unfriendly black hotties, girls who eat their feelings, girls who don't eat anything, desperate wannabes, burnouts, sexually active band geeks, the greatest people you will ever meet, and the worst. Beware of the plastics.
This immediate classification of the different cliques puts the viewer in their place where they are forced to be passive, promptly but indirectly telling them to shut up and listen, just as Regina George herself might. The clique stereotype of the American education system is the main issue Mean Girls presents, making clear from the very beginning there is much more politics in school than there might appear. Mark Waters has done a fantastic job of strategically shooting all the classically plastic scenes with wide long shots, allowing the audience to immediately recognise the exclusiveness of the most popular clique.
Because being with the Plastics was like being famous. People looked at you all the time and everybody just knew stuff about you.
Written by Tina Fey, Mean Girls frequently gives small snippets of the students behaving like jungle animals as a way to compare the savage nature of African wildlife to the pecking order of North Shore High School. This analogy of cliques and packs is based on them both having a similar ladder of power, which other members of the group fight to climb.
I knew how this would be settled in the animal world. But this was girl world. Your hair looks sexy pushed back.
Mean Girls highlights very much teen-based social issues. Fey has written Mean Girls in an incredibly satirical way, using humour to harshly judge the hierarchy implemented by the teenage girls of today.
My breasts can always tell when it's gonna rain. Really? That's amazing. Well, they can tell when it's raining.
Teenagers use cliques as a way to shield themselves from judgment from others in their peer group. They are formed of people who share common interests and beliefs, all acting to boost each other's self-esteem and therefore shield themselves from what others with different beliefs might think. Cliques usually have a dominant figure who decide the mostly unspoken social guidelines the others in the clique must live by.
Girl world had a lot of rules.
You can't wear a tank top 2 days in a row, and you can only wear your hair in a ponytail once a week. So I guess you pick today. Oh, and we only wear jeans or track pants on Fridays. Now, if you break any of these rules, you can't sit with us at lunch. Well, I mean, not just you, like, any of us.
Katie Heron's self-esteem is boosted dramatically as she bonds with the other members of the plastic clique. She also starts to take on materialistic qualities that she had picked up from the other members, such as caring about her hair and makeup. Director Mark Waters makes this blindingly evident as he uses Janice and Damien's reactions to Katie's behaviour as a way to cue the audience in as well.
You mean I'm really nominated?
For Marymount, Ms. Carolyn Kraft.
The solution presented to the clique problem is initially to destroy the power of the dominant figure, Regina George. However, after this fails, Katie learns that the true way to overcome the power of cliques is to become ultimately a better person. She realizes that saying hurtful things to other people doesn't change how she views herself, and so, like in every other teenage satire since the dawn of time, she finds herself.
And that's when I realized making fun of Carolyn Kraft wouldn't stop her from beating me in this contest.
Contestants, find the limit of this equation.
Calling somebody else fat won't make you any skinnier. Calling someone stupid doesn't make you any smarter. And ruining Regina George's life definitely didn't make me any happier. All you can do in life is try to solve the problem in front of you.
Mean Girls digs deep into the social hierarchy while still keeping it light. It manages to send the message across without depressing the viewing audience, and for that it has been remembered since its release in 2004 till now in 2011, when it is still quoted amongst teenagers today.
So fetch.